Hi friends, it's Aubrey. In today's video, we are going to head over to WinCo, and if you don't know what WinCo Foods is, it is a grocery store. It's a very low-cost grocery store. You have to pay with a debit card. They also allow food stamps and other things like that, but no credit cards are allowed. And this helps keep their costs a lot lower on products. And the best part about WinCo is that they have a giant bulk foods section. And this got my wheels turning and me thinking, I wonder if we could make a meal strictly from the bulk bins at WinCo. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna head over there and see if we can come up with the meal idea to feed my family of 3 for dinner for tonight. Let's go into WinCo, and I brought my little shopping buddy with me. Say hi! Oh, T-Rex, that's cool. Yeah? In case you've never been to WinCo before and you haven't seen their bulk food area, I wanted to show you around. They have everything from baking ingredients, spices, pasta, candy, snack food, cereals. They really have a wide variety of options in the bulk food area. And I have been shopping at WinCo since I was a small child. This is where we came to get all of our groceries because of the good prices and because of the bulk bins. They really do make it worth it to try new products because you can get a small amount. And if you don't like it, you only wasted a couple cents, which is super nice. And a lot of their bulk food items are really good. We've eaten not everything in the bulk bin, but we've tried a lot of the things from the bulk bins and have been pleasantly surprised with the snack foods. We love getting the spices there. It's the cheapest place to get spices. The granola is really good too. They have lots of fun dog and animal treats as well. We've tried some of those with our dog, and he seems to really enjoy those. And I feel like WinCo, if you have one in your area, or even if it's a little bit of a drive, it might be worth it to head over there to see what you can find in those bulk bin areas and just to see what else they have there and see how much money you could be saving by shopping there. And now we're going to start getting the ingredients for the dinner. I spent some time trying to figure out what I wanted to get, and now we're just going to pick out those ingredients and get the quantity that we need for our dinner. I may have gone a little over with some of the products that I got, but that's okay. We will use them for future dinners. Here is what we got at WinCo. We have some Parmesan cheese, some dried basil, some dried tortellini, cornstarch, some chicken bouillon, and some minced garlic. And I am allowing myself salt and pepper as well as water. And then we're going to use a cooking fat, which I always allow myself to have in the videos. So we have some butter. We're going to make a yummy cheesy pasta dish. Let's see how this turns out. I also wanted to mention that this meal is less than $5. So you can see the tortellini, the chicken bouillon, the basil, cornstarch, and the garlic and Parmesan cheese. We did get a few other things, and if you like grocery haul videos, I do a monthly grocery shopping video, so I can show you everything I got in this haul, plus everything else that I got for the month of June, and that video will be out in 2 weeks, so definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so you don't miss that future video. So I found a recipe online for cheese tortellini, and it calls for some fresh ingredients, but I just got the dried version of those, so that's what I'm going to use to loosely base this tortellini dish off of. Hopefully it'll turn out. We will definitely let you know if it's worth making or if you should maybe make the fresh version instead. So I have 1 1/4 cup of water. I'm just gonna try and stir in the chicken broth powder, and then we're gonna go ahead, probably be easier once it's heated up. We're gonna pour it into our sauce pot. We're gonna get this boiling. We'll stir this to make sure all the clumps get dissolved, but we should be good. And I just got another 3/4 cup of the broth stirred together. This is going to be used a little bit later. I'm also going to add in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and this is going to be our thickener for the sauce that we're going to make here in just a little bit. I decided to add another cup of water just because I'm using dried pasta, and the recipe calls for like frozen or fridge pasta. So once this boils, we're gonna go ahead and add 2 cups of tortellini to the broth and water. Gonna stir that. And I ended up just using the whole bag. It was about 2 cups. And then we're gonna go ahead and set a timer for 10 minutes and just keep an eye on it to see when it is all the way cooked. And then we'll make our sauce. To my pan, I added 2 tablespoons of salted butter, and then I'm gonna add some minced garlic. I'm just gonna eyeball it. It says 2 cloves, but this is dried, so we'll just do about a ½ teaspoon or so, because I am halving the recipe. And then for the dried basil, it says do about a teaspoon. Definitely got way more than I needed, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead and get that cooking together. Just gonna stir this around, get it so it's a little bit fragrant and that the butter is all melted. And once we do, we'll go ahead and add in our broth and cornstarch, and we'll make this into a very nice sauce. We're gonna go ahead and add in our broth and cornstarch. Scrape out the bottom of that to get all the cornstarch. And then we're just gonna heat this until it starts to thicken, which should just take a few minutes. Starting to get nice and thick. And once the tortellini is done cooking, we'll go ahead and throw it into the pan. All right, the tortellini is done. Let's put it into our sauce. We'll go ahead and give this a nice stir and have all those flavors come together. Here's a nice little close-up of what it looks like. And then we're gonna serve it up and sprinkle it with some cheese. I wish you could smell how amazing this smells. It's super garlicky. The basil's really fragrant. It smells amazing. I'm super excited to dig into this. I'm hoping that even though we used dry ingredients instead of fresh ingredients, it will still taste amazing, but here is the final verdict. I added some of the Parmesan cheese from the bulk bins just to give it some more cheese, because who doesn't love more cheese? And now we'll taste. All right, let's taste this. It looks really good. It smells really good. You know, this is way better than I was thinking it might be. I probably should have cooked the tortellini for just a hair bit longer, and if I was gonna do this again, I would cook it in 3 cups of water instead of a 1.5 cups. It definitely needed more liquid since these are dried tortellini, but I feel like the flavor overall is really good. And like, it has enough cheese, it has enough butteriness, you get that basil and that garlic coming through, so I would definitely recommend. And I also feel like this would be enough in a substantial dinner. But if you wanted to have it as a side, or throw in some meat, or throw a veggie on the side there, this would make a really, really good start to a lot of yummy pasta dinners. So I definitely recommend this. I'll have the recipe linked down below for you. And I do have some other ideas of WinCo bulk bin meals. So if you liked this video, definitely give it a like and let me know if you want me to make some more in the future. So what do you think about this dish, Brandon?
What's in it?
It's tortellini and basil, garlic, butter, chicken broth, and cornstarch.
I guess I should have asked this before I started eating, huh?
I guess. But what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, when the first thing I smell walking in is basil, I mean, you know that that's going to be good, right? I mean, it's hard to go wrong with basil. I'm actually quite surprised at how good it actually is. It would really benefit, I mean, obviously I know this is like not part of your video, but if you were to use this as a base and throw on some like meat or even a veggie or both, you got a really good pasta dish right here.
So Brandon approved then? Awesome. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, please give this video a like and hit that subscribe button, because I do have a few more ideas that we can make from the bulk bins at WinCo to feed my family. And I hope you have the best rest of your day. Bye!